Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, and today we are taking a look on kind of a dev blog, right? It's not really a dev blog, but still, basically a news that the World War mode is going to be back, and it's even better now. So yeah, it was kind of a weird mode back in the day, to be honest. It was very weird. It had some problems, and I mean they were testing and stuff, so now they're actually getting back to it, and apparently it's a lot better in some of the things. So yeah, first things first. Um, Basically, obviously, World War mode. The commanders of squadrons can decide the way that the resources are put it into a battle or not, and then players can get into that battle and try to win it. And then, I mean, it has like a macro kind of thing, and then the inner battles. So it's kind of a very interesting mode. I really hope they add this for like Cold War in the future. But yeah, for now it's World War II. But still, there are some couple of things here that will help you anyway. So first things first. Second Battle of Al Alamein, 80 years later. So apparently they are going to use like real life battles to do these events, for now. So for example, this one, the Al Alamein, will be from November 17th to November 21st. And they will start to test it out and see how it works and stuff like that. And they will do more of these after this one. So it will change and stuff, and we will have many types of battles, obviously, and many different maps and stuff like that. You can get some minor boosters and stuff, like rewards. So if you play the first battle of the day in War mode, you give you the first battle trophy, which contains booster wagers, orders, backups, modifications, and even talismans. So yeah, you can get that. And if you get 15,000 mission points in this battle, for example, in El Alamein, you get this decal. So you can get some minor rewards for doing these events. And there are some changes to it. There are some changes to it as well. So, for example, the servers are going to be different now. The way that it works, it worked before. It was basically kind of if you have 10 players, for example, and 8 of them are European, the server would be in Europe. And then, for example, the Americans would just be a high ping. So now they actually the battles. I mean, the squadron leaders can select the clusters of servers. So you basically can play in the exact server that you normally play. For example, for me, it's North American. It's the best one for ping and stuff like that, and that helps a little bit. It was kind of a weird thing happening sometimes. So yeah. New mechanics for finding, joining, returning to operation. So there's some changes here. It doesn't change too much, but yeah, it does change a little bit, especially if you are alone, out of a squadron player. You can join a battle and get, back, and if you want to leave it and find another operation and stuff like that. So we will be a little bit better on that. Changes for squads as well. So now there's some changes in the way that you join as just a normal squadron as well. Nothing too major, but it helps a little bit as well. And one of the major things, to be honest, for me, is the vehicle research. Even though these modes are not exactly for research, but this is a way to just make it a little bit more easy, and make it better especially for like older players, veteran players, to actually play this. So as you know, if you, for example, here it's a 1942 battle, so we will have very early, like tier 2, 3 aircraft or tanks. And with that, if you are researching a jet, for example, you get a lot of penalty because you are using a very old aircraft, a rank 2 aircraft, right? For example. So now, in the World War mode, this limitation will be just this penalty will be removed. So if you are researching, for example, the F-14 and you are flying a P-47, it will basically give you the same research points as if it was another P-47 from that era, or a P-51 or something like that. So from the same rank, right? So the penalties will be removed in the World War mode. This is just very, very, very good because it actually incitates people to actually play the mode. I didn't play a lot of the World War mode back in the day when it was first added. One of the reasons was because of that, you know. So I mean, I was researching a new MiG-27, I don't know, and then I had to fly a Yak-3. I didn't get any vehicle research, and then I had to just ignore it. I don't like too much of World War II anyway, aircraft and tanks in general. So that would just not really work for me, you know. It was already a mode that I didn't want to play because of the vehicles, and then the vehicle research was just another thing to not play it, you know. So yeah, very, very interesting. This is probably the best one together with the server thing. And to be honest, I really think that these new modes for the what's it called, the Sturm Tiger, right, the mode that we tested this last week, we probably will see something similar to that, in my opinion. I really think we should see that, and I really think it is a test for the World War mode. So hopefully we see that, ways to, you know, use Pack 40s, use artillery or anti-tank guns or anti-aircraft guns and other stuff like that, you know, maybe different bombers and stuff. Maybe this isn't even even a way to actually add strategic bombers from the Cold War at some point, you know. Maybe you cannot research it, the B-52, for example, or the 295 or anything like that. But in the World War mode for Vietnam bombing mission, you can actually use it, a B-52 as a squadron there, to actually bomb some stuff, you know. So something like that to make it a proper mode for those vehicles that cannot be fitted in the normal modes, you know. So maybe it's even like a possibility for that, okay. But yeah, World War mode is coming back. I will be testing it out, see if it's better or worse. And yeah, if you have any doubts, I will leave this in the description, and you can always click here to see how it works, you know, because it is a very different mode than I mean, the battles are the same, kind of the same. They're very thematic, if they were going to add at the same stuff the same way that they did before. But I don't know, it's just we have to wait and see if they are going to change that as well. But yeah, on the 17th it starts, so keep an eye out, subscribe, make sure to be a member, a patron, and I see you guys on the next one. So bye guys, see you.